not call your name? Will you go where you don't know and never be the same? Will you let my love be shown? Will you let my name be known? Will you let my life be grown in you and you in me?
God welcomes all of us. We find God's presence here, so let's join our hearts and our voices in the call to worship. How glorious is your dwelling place, O blessed architect of the universe. My soul longs, yes, aches for the abode of the beloved. All that is within us sings for joy to the living heart of love. Even the sparrow finds a home, and the swallow a nesting place where its young are raised within your majestic creation. You invite us to dwell within your heart. Blessed are they whose hearts are filled with love, who sing with grateful hearts. Let us worship God. We never have to ask for God to be with us because God is always with us. But sometimes we need a reminder. Let us pray together as we invoke God's presence here. O God, my beloved, how powerful is your name in all the earth. You whose glory is sung in heaven by the angels and saints, who with the innocent and spontaneity of a child confound those who are mighty and proud. You quiet the unloving and fearful. When I look up at the heavens, at the work of God's creation, at the infinite variety of your plan, what is woman that you rejoice in her, and man that you delight in him? You have made us in your image. You fill us with your love. You have made us co-creators of the earth, guardians of the planet, to care for all your creatures, to tend the land, the sea, and the air we breathe. All that you have made, you have placed in our hands. O God, my beloved, how powerful is your name in all the earth. Amen.
We are greeted and welcomed this morning by that presence, that peace that extends and expands and grounds, that is beyond our understanding. So let us turn to one another, extend that welcome, that greeting, that peace to those around you, those who are sitting next to you, those in front of you, those behind you, those worshiping with us online. We're so glad that you are with us. God is present to us wherever we are. Peace be with you all. Is the garden a symbol of peace for you, or a reminder of all the things that there is to do? Weeding and planting and cultivating and harvesting and watering and starting it all over again. Weeding and planting and cultivating and watering and weeding and... I have a message here to share with all ages. If you want to come up and sit with me, children or youth or adults, this is a hands-on experience for those of you who want to come closer. I welcome you to come up and join us up here in front. Because sometimes life is a little busy, no matter what age you are, right? It's a little bit busy sometimes. And we need to figure out ways to slow down just a bit. I was one of those kids in school when we would get report cards. I don't know, do you still get report cards at your age? You're pretty young for a report card. And it would say things like, has trouble sitting still, next to my name. Can you imagine that? Well, it is hard to sit still sometimes. But sometimes it's good to sit still. Sometimes we need to just have a moment to breathe and listen and be quiet. So, and a little bit later in the service, the adults are going to get to practice sitting still with the help of our special guest preacher today. But I wanted to have a little moment here with you, with all of us. And to help us with this, I came across a way to practice sitting still and slowing down from a wonderful teacher from another tradition, Thich Nhat Hanh. He's a Buddhist, and he has a special way of teaching children how to slow down and to reflect. It's called the 4-pebble meditation. So, if you want to be part of this, you need to find 4 rocks. Both of you, if you want to find, you can pick whichever ones you want. You got 4? Great. All right, Joe, would you like 4? Now everybody who's sitting out there saying, well, I wish I'd come forward. You still can. There's time. Anybody else want 4 to join in? Do you want to do this, Carol, with us? Benefits of being in the front row. So 4 rocks. Great. The rest of you can still do this even if you don't have a pebble. Great. Okay, so the way this is going to work is each of your 4, you can put your rocks on the ground or you can put them in your lap, that's okay. But each time you're going to pick up one and you're going to hold it, and we're going to imagine ourselves to be something else. I think you probably do that when you're playing sometimes. You imagine being something else. Maybe you imagine being a different kind of worker or a different age. Have you ever imagined yourself as a flower? So the first one that we're going to do is imagining yourself as a flower. Okay, so what's going to happen is you're going to pick up one rock and you're going to hold it, and then I'm going to say a couple of words, and then I'm going to ring the bell, and as long as the bell rings for this first one, you're going to imagine yourself as a flower. Can you do that? Okay, here we go. So, pick up your first rock. You say, I am like a flower. I feel fresh. Okay, you can put that rock down and pick up the next rock. This time, and you can say these words after me, and then when you hear the sound of the bell, just breathe. All you need to do is just pay attention to your breath. Just breathe and imagine. This time, Repeat after me. I am like a mountain. I feel solid. Okay, you can put that rock down and get the next rock. Can you see what this is a picture of? What do you see on there? Do you see anything that you recognize? It's a picture of fall trees along a still lake, and the still lake is reflecting the trees back so beautifully because that lake is so still. So the next one is, repeat after me, I am like still water. I reflect things as they are. Okay, last one. You can switch to the fourth rock. I am like space. I feel free. Beautiful. Take one more big deep breath. Just remember, God is always as close as the next breath, inviting us into that peace and love. Have a beautiful, wonderful week. Thank you. You can put your rocks back in here. am delighted to welcome Piero Falci, who is joining us on Zoom here in front of you all. In anticipation of our creation season theme, Peace with Creation, I reached out to a number of organizations working on peace and nonviolence to see if they might recommend a guest preacher who could speak to this connection between peacemaking and environmental justice. This is at the heart of two of the very important values we have as Christians here in this congregation: a commitment to stewardship, sustainable stewardship of the earth, God's gift of the earth, and also doing it through peaceful, nonviolent actions. Well, they recommended I reach out and contact Piero Falci. Piero is an author and educator. He is the founder of the Center for Mindfulness Meditation and Mindful Living. He teaches mindfulness meditation, including the acclaimed mindfulness-based stress reduction program at the Jupiter Medical Center in Palm Beach, Florida, and also online. He's written several books, including the highly praised 3-book series, Mindfulness for a Better Mind, Life, and World. And he has created a variety of courses on how to apply mindfulness for the improvement of overall well-being and enjoyment of life. Most recently, he has helped found the Be Nature program, an effort to bridge mindfulness with environmental activism, which he will speak a little bit to today. Piero is originally from Brazil and was raised Catholic. He later left the Catholic Church and now considers himself a Christian in exile. He is devoted to helping individuals have insights that may expand selflessness and compassion and lead to the growth of kindness and care for all sentient beings and the natural environment. He has found a path in Buddhism. He currently lives in Florida, which is where he is joining us from this morning, I believe. And as I thought about the Christian roots of mindfulness and prayer, I came to these words from Psalm 33, as understood by Nancy Merrill. So once more, the ancient words that ground us and open us. Rejoice in the beloved, O you holy ones. Praise is the grace of the loving. Praise the beloved. Praise the beloved. Give praise with dance and leap. Sing a new song and shout with a joyful heart. For the work of the Creator is truth, and all creation reflects the faithfulness of the beloved. Justice and mercy we render to the Holy One, to the universe filled with love divine. Through love consciousness, the heavens and earth were created, and all who dwell on earth by the Creator's breath of life. All creation, from the distant stars to the depths of the seas, is held together by the oneness of love. May all the earth reverence the beloved. May everyone stand in awe of love. As love's way guides and directs us, thus it stands. Without love, the nation's counsels comes to nothing, and plans of the people are futile. The counsel of the Creator is eternal, available to every generation. Blessed are all people who respond to love's way, for the beloved dwells in every heart that is open and receptive. Into our hands, into our hearts, does the beloved surrender, that we might do with love what we will. May these words be to us our light and our life. Thanks be to God. Piero, take it away.
So thank you very much. I hope you guys can hear me. Is everything okay from the standpoint of that have an echo here?
Hold on one second, Piero. We're getting a little echo here.
Me too. I'll continue. Let me see here.
One moment, Piero. You do.
You want
Just 1 second. Are you hearing an echo with me as well?
I don't hear echo from you. I hear the echo of my own voice.
Yeah. Okay. Piero, go ahead and start.
Okay, do you want me to start again? You don't hear echo, do you?
Go ahead.
Okay. Hopefully this is going to work. I'm very happy to be here. Probably I'm going to do something here on my end. And probably this is going to be better. I know these technical things happen at the beginning of these presentations. And hopefully this is working now. Thumbs up. Perfect. Thank you, Reverend. Well, I want to thank the Reverend for inviting me to speak today. This is a theme that is very dear to my heart. I'm going to talk a little bit about that I consider planet Earth a gift from God to all of us. I think that this is our garden and our playground. And it was given to us for us to enjoy the beauty of the garden and have fun in the playground. And share our toys, because when our playmates are having fun, we too are having more fun. So this is something that it's dear to my heart, as I said. I have evolved to think that heaven is here if we want it to be. But not only if we want it to be, but also if we allow it to be. I think many of the things that we do not allow heaven to manifest here, because this is such a beautiful planet. It's a place of great abundance. So let me go to my presentation. I'm actually calling from Boston. I just want to acknowledge that I live currently in the land of the Massachusetts tribal nation, and that I respect and honor at this time. How are you doing so far? Good? Thumbs up? Perfect. I'll share my screen in a moment. And since I can see you, give me a thumbs up if you can see. Peace with you. Excellent. And now, so this is the creation season 2025, and we're exploring the Christian call to care for the earth. Did the slide change and we see somebody hugging somebody there? Good. So I wanted to introduce myself this way. I went to your website and said, oh, let me get a picture of the church. And then I saw this picture of the hugs. And I said, well, this is so dear to me because I love hugs. And this is a picture that was taken in one of the celebrations of the International Day of Peace at the International Peace Garden in Coral Springs, Florida, where I used to live. I used to lead a silent peace walk monthly. We would get together every first Saturday of the month at daybreak, and we would walk in silence for 20 minutes. And our inner joke was, we are going to walk in silence for 20 minutes, and then we're going to go to a place to have coffee, and we're going to talk nonstop for 2 hours. But anyway, there's this beautiful line from a Brazilian poet called Mario Quintana, and he said, "To hug is to say with the arms and the hands what the mouth is unable to say, because not always there are words to say everything." So I encourage you to hug. Well, we have a problem, and I want to talk a little bit about me. I was born in 1953, and the population, the human population on the earth at that time was 2.5 billion human beings. So think about this number, 2.5 billion. It's not a small number by any means, right? So I have lived seven decades already on this earth. I'm 72, as I said. And right now, the population of the earth is 8 point, something else showing up there? Okay, and now the population of the earth is 8.2 billion people. And that is a tremendous number, and we need to be aware that our overpopulation, if you will, is creating a tremendous stress on the earth. So the other thing that is a problem is our obsession with growth. We are obsessed in growth in many fronts. On the personal life, we measure success by the growth of our wealth, the growth of our belongings, our experiences. We measure the growth of countries by the growth of the GDP. And the GDP, the measure of the GDP is more production and more consumption. So all this is leading us to this over-extraction of resources from the earth. Probably we're producing more goods than necessary, we're consuming more than we need, and we're generating a lot of waste, right? Also, there is a disconnection between us and nature. We feel that nature is something out there, something that we go to, but we don't feel that we are really in communion with nature. So at this time, we are not at peace with the earth. That is the theme of this creation season 2025. I want to talk a little bit about what leads us to this disconnection. There's something known as the negativity bias that says that the brain works like Velcro for the negative and like Teflon for the positive. What it means is that every negative experience sticks like Velcro, and every positive experience slides away as if it were on a Teflon surface. So we have this innate tendency to notice and retain what is negative. But we need training to notice the positive and to take it in more frequently. So the brain does a lot of this every day. We are constantly comparing and contrasting. We immediately say, I like this, I dislike that, I want more of this, I want none of that, I approve of this, I disapprove that. So we are creating categories and classifying people, events, experiences. We're constantly competing and complaining, and we're always criticizing and condemning. Excuse me. You're going to see several lists that I have created, excuse me. You will see several lists that I have created, and you will learn the alphabet again. You start with the letter C today. But we can choose where we put our attention, and we can intentionally focus on what is healthy, what is good, and what is life-enhancing. So I teach mindfulness meditation and mindful living. And mindfulness meditation is the practice, and mindful living is the game. So we meditate, we practice mindfulness meditation in order to live more mindfully. It's almost like sports. You go to the practice and you perform during the practice, but what is important is your performance during the game. So we don't practice meditation to be excellent meditators, but we practice meditation in order to become better human beings who bless the world with our presence. So What we're trying to develop is what I call the 6 A's, another list with the same letters. Get ready. It's we practice in order to be awake. And you can say, Piero, what do you mean to be awake? I'm awake right now. Well, actually, we're not awake, really awake all the time. We may be sleepwalking through life. We may be doing the same things over and over again without paying attention. We are in autopilot. So we need to be awake. We need to be alert and attentive. I call to be alert is to be aware of what's going on in our environment around us and also in our inner environment, what's going on inside us. Attentive is the development of that one-pointed focus attention. You're not distracted. We live in a society that is a society of multi-attraction. We have several things attracting us all the time, and we need to focus. We need to be attentive. And if we are awake, alert, attentive, we are aware. And by being aware, we become to appreciate life a lot more. We become aware of all the beauty and wonder that surrounds us. And if we're doing all these things, then we are completely alive. We're fully alive. Now, what is the practice of meditation, if you will? What are the elements that we bring to the practice? We need to be in silence. We need to slow down. We need to learn from stillness. We need to practice of solitude and simplicity. So these are elements that we bring to the practice. So imagine that you go on a retreat, for instance, then it's a silent retreat. You slow down, you're not moving too fast. You learn from remaining still. Although you are with other meditators, it's really a practice of solitude. It's like all the sages. You go to the top of the mountain, you go inside the cave, you go to the belly of the whale, you go 40 days in the desert. You do your retreat, right? And life becomes very simple. Now, if we are fortunate, the outcomes of these practices is that you experience a spaciousness, an expansion. It's almost like you are in an open field and you can feel yourself expanding beyond the boundaries of the self, beyond this bag of skin and bones. And then you may experience great serenity that really lives to the experience of oneness, of selflessness, of communion with everything. And the moment that we have this experience of oneness, this experience, visceral experience of communion, then it's almost like you surrender to the call of the universe. And the call of the universe is for us to be of service to others. So this is another list, the 10 S's. Now, I bring NASA here, not the National Aeronautics Space Administration of the astronauts, but this acronym here that is a practice. The practice to notice, appreciate, savor, and absorb all the beauty and wonder, all the magic, mystery, and miracles that are surrounding us. So we have miracles all around us. So we have to practice to notice, appreciate, savor, and absorb. And look at the drops of water in the blades of grass. And remember that we need to savor life's joys, that a good life is a collection of good moments, and we need to see the new in the old, to see the unusual in the usual, and to see the extraordinary in the ordinary. So mindfulness practice is a practice that leads us to pay more attention and to see the new in the old, the unusual in the usual, and the extraordinary in the ordinary. Even if you look at things that are very usual to you, like the people in your life, try to rediscover them as if you're seeing them for the first time. I try to do this with my wife every now and then, to rediscover her, right? But magic, mystery, and miracles all around us, right? So there's a practice that we do in order to do this that we call STOP, S-T-O-P. S stands for stop, T is that old advice of our mothers, our parents. Take a deep breath. Stop and take a deep breath. And then observe. Observe the world around you. And then make a good decision and proceed. Do something or park. Don't do anything. Now, this is a beautiful world. This is a picture that I took at Deerfield Beach, Florida, where I used to live before moving to Boston. And it's pretty idyllic, isn't it? But take a look at what I found in the mornings there. You know, this one was taken after, I think, Earth Day or whatever celebration. And this is a practice that I developed. I would go there during sunrise with my bucket and my picker, and I would collect the trash that humans left behind. Well, this inspired me to do other things that I'll be talking in a few moments. So the call of this season is Peace with the Earth, exploring the Christian fold to care for the earth. And the question is for the community of the Macalester Plymouth United Church in St. Paul, Minnesota, that is a progressive Christian church with a long-standing commitment to peace and justice. I imagine you guys are doing a lot for the earth already, for taking care of the earth. I bring up this, the cover of this book by Wayne Miller, How Then Shall We Live? 4 simple questions that reveal the beauty and meaning of our lives. This book has been very important in my life, and the 4 questions have been with me for many years now. Who am I? What do I love? How shall I live knowing that I will die? And what gifts do I bring to share with the family of the earth? So we need to examine life, because an examined life is not worth living. And if we don't do the work that leads to awakening and liberation, our minds can be hijacked by ill-intentioned individuals, and we can become their slaves. So the meaning of life is to find your gift, our gift. And the purpose of life is to give it away. You sang this today. You have made us in your image. You fill us with your love. You have made us co-creators of the earth, guardians of the planet, to take care for all your creatures, to tend the land, the sea, and the air we breathe. All that you have made, you have placed in our hands. This is our garden and our playground. If we feel called to do this, we can make the garden more beautiful, and we can make the playground more enjoyable. And we can spread the idea that heaven is here if we want it to be, and if we allow it to be, if we change our ways, if we reorganize ourselves. This is a poem by Mary Oliver. One day you finally knew what you had to do and began. Though the voices around you kept shouting their bad advice, though the whole house began to tremble when you felt the old tug at your ankles. Man, my life, each voice cried, man, my life, but you didn't stop. You knew what you had to do. Though the wind pried with its stiff fingers at the very foundations, though their melancholy was terrible. It was already late enough and a wild night, and the road full of falling branches and stones, but little by little, as you left their voices behind, the stars began to burn through the sheets of clouds, and there was a new voice which you will slowly recognize as your own, a new voice which you will slowly recognize as your own, that kept you company as you strolled deeper and deeper into the world, determined to do the only thing you could do, determined to do the only thing you could do, determined to save the only life you could save. There are a few things that we need to take good care of ourselves and of the planet. Our nutrition, rest, stretching, exercise. When I was a fitness coach, I said to my athletes, take care of this nurse. If you remember this nurse, perhaps you will never need one. And it was a bad acronym. NU for nutrition, R for rest, S for stretching, E for exercise. Put it all together. There you go, nurse. But then I said, as my journey continued, I said, we need meditation, we need nature, we need community, we need art, and we need to be generous, to be of service to others, to engage in some sort of activism to take care of planet Earth. The 9 L's. Look deeply, listen attentively, and learn unceasingly. We need to do this, and meditation, mindfulness, help us to look deeply and see clearly. Mindful communication help us to listen attentively. And if we do these things, we will continue learning unceasingly. Now, the next 4 are related to the way that we live. In order to live fully, we need to lead compassionately, laugh profusely, and love wastefully. And this is John Shelby Spong, a bishop, Episcopalian bishop, said, love wastefully. Keep loving, even if your love goes to waste. And then we need to prepare to die. Death needs to come into the equation. So we need to practice during our lifetime to let go of everything. And if we do all these things, perhaps we will leave an honorable legacy. Right now, we need to connect, to communicate, to commune, and to care. And so I co-created with Nellie Bisram a program called Be Nature. And here's an invitation for you if you want to join us online. And we have people from all over the world joining us. The first class is going to be on October 2nd. And we're doing this Eastern Time from 12 to 2 on Thursdays. It's an 8-week online program. Yeah, we want to create a better world, and can mindfulness save us from ourselves? So this is the title of the brown book there, A Better World, Can Mindfulness Save Us from Ourselves? I want to acknowledge Pace Bene, and I encourage you to learn more about their programs. I teach mindful and nonviolent communication there. Campaign Nonviolence is a project of Pace Bene Nonviolent Service, and the Be Nature program is through the Academy of the Heart and Mind, AHAM Education. If you want to be in touch with me, Reverend Adam can probably share these, my email and telephone, and also my website. I want to thank you for your attention.
Let us sing. please be seated. Piero's going to lead us in a brief meditation. Piero, go ahead.
I was invited to lead a short meditation, and hopefully you guys can hear me. Thumbs up. Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you for the honor. There's a lot to be learned during the silence, the slowness, the stillness, the solitude, and the simplicity of this practice. This practice is not rocket science. It's very easy. The only thing we have to do is just to pause and listen, right? So I will recite at the beginning a short meditation, and then we're going to remain in silence for 2 minutes, okay? So I'm closing my eyes. You don't have to close your eyes, but I invite you to check your posture, to feel your body right here, right now. Just go through the body, scan the body, feeling the feet, the legs, the torso, the hands, the arms, the shoulders, the neck, and the head. And just feeling the body in this place at this time. And breathing, noticing that the body is breathing. So following the in-breath and the out-breath. That's all. You can follow the in-breath, noticing when you are breathing in, noticing if there's a pause between the in-breath and the out-breath. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Sometimes there is a seamless connection between the end of the in-breath and the beginning of the out-breath. You can follow the exhalation and also that pause between the end of the out-breath and the beginning of the in-breath. So just noticing. In, pause, out, pause. I'm here now and I am safe. I know who I am and I know where I am. I know this ground, the ground upon which I stand. Right now, I have nothing to do, nothing to achieve, nothing to worry about, and nowhere to go. I have arrived already. I am here now, surrounded by love. I have arrived already. I am home. I am home in my body. I'm home in nature. I'm home in the world. I'm home anywhere and everywhere. And I can rest now. We'll remain in silence for another minute. So as we approach the end of this short practice, reconnecting with the breath one more time, noticing the air coming in and moving out. And without rushing, I invite you to count the breaths, starting with the next in-breath. And at the end of the third out-breath, at the end of the third exhalation, I invite you to open your eyes if you have your eyes closed and join the group again. Thank you. It has been an honor, and my encouragement naturally is for us to go into nature and just to feel that we are not the protagonists. We're just in a supporting role, really. So ask permission when you enter a natural space. Ask forgiveness for all the problems that we are carrying with us. And then be thankful. Thank you very much.
We give thanks for the generosity of the neighbors and friends and members of this congregation who together support its ministries. Give thanks for the witness of peace with creation, of creation justice and care and nonviolence that has been part of the core of this congregation for many, many years. If you're here this morning and would like to make a contribution to support the work and ministry of this church, you can do so following the instructions in your bulletin on how to give online, or leave a contribution at the door as you get ready to leave today. For our closing hymn today, I'm wondering if we could sing verses 1 and 4. Thank you. Please stand and let us sing. I want to invite you to continue journeying with us in the days and weeks ahead. Following worship today, down in the social hall is an opportunity to buy tickets for the upcoming cabaret. I don't know how many of you have been to the cabaret performance. This is Mac Plymouth members and friends sharing their gifts, their talents, their singing, their storytelling. It's a wonderful evening, delighting in the depth of the gifts in this congregation. So please see the table if you'd like to buy tickets. The performance is coming up on October 11th, just around the corner. Also, a reminder that next Sunday, we begin our monthly intergenerational Sunday mornings, where there will be sort of a different feel in worship, and also a special all ages after worship faith formation opportunity. We encourage all of you, all ages, from the littles through the elders, to come. And then also just a reminder that looking ahead, October 12th is the Youth Mission Trip Report Back Sunday, where our youth will share with you stories of their time of service in Colorado this summer. And so it is, we come to the end of this creation season, and yet none of this commitment that we have nurtured during this season ends today. We continue to live out God's call to be stewards of our beautiful creation, which is both a personal act, individual act, and a collective one. This is our call to continue to find a path to peace with creation. May it be so. Amen.